Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, a Presque Isle man accused of murdering two men was in court today. Our AJ Douglas has details.
During Bobby Nightingale's murder trial, opening statements began with the prosecution describing the events of that disturbing night when two lifeless bodies were found on State Road and Castle Hill back in 2019.
The wallets on the murdered men revealed their identities. Roger Ellis, age 51, was the driver. Alan Curtis, age 25, was the passenger. They were not far from Roger's home when they were murdered.
Defense attorney Vern Parody advised the jury to wait to hear all the facts in the case before making a judgment on his client.
Just because somebody has been charged with something does not mean that they're guilty, and that the evidence needs to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that person is guilty. And in this case, I do not believe the state can meet that burden.
Multiple witnesses testified to seeing and hearing gunshots prior to the discovery of both bodies. Maine State Police Major Crime Sergeant Micah Perkins reports police found a shell casing that matched one of the possible firearms used in the Castle Hill shooting in Nightingale's home. Micah Lynn testified that Nightingale Facebook messaged her a picture of the same four-wheeler found at the crime scene a month prior to the shooting deaths. The defense argues the four-wheeler from prior Facebook messages has not been confirmed as the ATV involved in the murder investigation. Tuesday, more state witnesses are expected to take the stand. In Caribou, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The fire marshal's office responded to an explosion at 160 Fifield Point Road in Stonington Sunday morning. The remains of the homeowner, 71-year-old David Crutcher, were found and transported to the office of the chief medical examiner in Augusta. According to neighbors, Crutcher had owned the property for around 6 years and lived alone. Tim Gibbon, a neighbor, recalled hearing the blast from his home Sunday morning.
And there was this most incredible explosion. It was just like a bomb had gone off. When I got up there, there were multiple other smaller explosions. I guess gas tanks going off and stuff like that. I mean, it was obviously a total destruction.
Investigators have established the explosion took place before the fire. The official cause of the fire, though, is still under investigation, and there is no evidence of foul play at this time. Police seized evidence in connection to an armed robbery in Fairfield that happened on Friday. Around 12:30 this afternoon, officers with the Skowhegan and Waterville Police Departments, Somerset County Sheriff's Office, and Maine DEA, as well as state police, simultaneously served search warrants on two apartments at 33 West Front Street in Skowhegan. Evidence was seized during the searches, which were part of an investigation into the armed robbery at the Fairfield Center Circle K on Friday. The investigation remains ongoing. Meanwhile, Rockland police are continuing to investigate multiple acts of vandalism. Police say they've been notified of at least 5 properties that were tagged with graffiti, including children's playground equipment. The incidents happened on Admonton Ave, North Main Street, and Harbor Park between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. on August 12th. They say one suspect has been identified, and they're asking anyone with information to contact them at 594-0316. An investigation is underway after a piece of aircraft debris fell from the sky in Augusta, narrowly missing a Capitol Police screener. According to Chief Matthew Clancy with the Maine Department of Public Safety, a large metal object crashed into the ground just outside the Maine State Capitol building on Friday afternoon around 12:30. The sleeve-like object landed roughly 6 feet from Capitol Police screener Craig Donahue, who was walking outside the entrance. 2 other people were nearby when the object crashed into the ground. Luckily, no one was hurt. Capitol Police immediately notified the Augusta State Airport and the Federal Aviation Administration, which sent awareness notifications to flights that were over the Capitol area at that time. The FAA has launched an investigation to determine the source of the part, which they say is likely from a large airliner on an international route. Gas prices in Maine continue to fall. They're still higher than the national average, but dropped around 20 cents a gallon over the past week. As Owen Kingsley explains, drivers have a whole range of emotions when it comes to the price at the pump right now, but all hope that it continues to go down.
It cost me $80 to fill my car a week, and I barely go anywhere. Gas prices were around $5 a gallon to kick off our summer in Maine. Dylan Laban returned home from his year away at Maine Maritime Academy and was faced with sticker shock.
When I left, it was definitely much lower than this, and it's quite a shock to see it come back this high.
But prices have dropped significantly. In Maine, the average is $4.27 a gallon, down 70 cents since the start of June.
That's been huge. As a matter of fact, I was just noticing my gas, I think, was only $6. Normally it's about $80. So, the $14, yeah, you notice that each time you're at the pump.
While relief with gas prices is clearly here, every Mainer has a story about how it has affected their summer plans.
So we've wanted to go, further away and do more stuff, but we kind of been picking and choosing one or two instead of maybe more traveling than we would have liked to do.
I spend roughly $20 a day in gas now.
Yes, it has.
Nuriz Baez planned to travel across the country this summer and didn't let the gas prices get in her way. She actually bought a more fuel-efficient car to do it.
I will fill this one up with $40 compared to filling up my minivan with $60, $65.
AAA expects more drivers in Maine to pick up as gas prices trend down.
Right now, they are still driving less, combining errands, and making some other changes to their lifestyles and habits.
All right, now, and we'll take a quick pause and turn things over to Jeff Weather with a first look at our forecast.
All right, Peter, thank you. Happy Monday. Your first weather is brought to you by Kings Mountain RC. And okay, for us today, look what we did. 84 here in Bangor, 82 Millinocket, 78 in Bar Harbor. Very comfortable degrees today. We'll do it all over again tomorrow and probably for Wednesday as well, followed by some changes getting in here on Thursday. Looking outside today, though, lots of clear skies. There were a couple puffy clouds out there, not a big deal. These will fall apart tonight and tomorrow. Another very nice day on the way, but the walls are closing in from this system here, that system there, and this system here. We definitely have rainfall back in the forecast, most likely getting in here later on Wednesday into Thursday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, mostly cloudy skies for a couple hours, and some dense fog late, with low temperatures down near 60. Your full forecast is coming up. Peter?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, Husson University offers new online courses and certificates for students heading back to school. And a dedication was held for a wooden eagle carving honoring the work of wreaths across America. We'll have those stories and much more after this.
When I married my late husband, who was a widower, I took on his beautiful daughters as my own. The chaos of raising 5 girls while working full-time didn't exactly prepare me to govern during turbulent times, but it helped. I learned to listen and work together because no one has a monopoly on solutions in a family or in a state. That's why we brought Democrats, Republicans, and Independents together to move Maine forward. Girls, some things just don't change.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Hammond Lumber is the country's largest stocking dealer of Shoremaster products. You don't have to wait to get the dock system you want when you choose Shoremaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
The ABC7 at Fox 22 Ultimate Backyard Barbecue giveaway is back. 5 lucky winners will take home $100 in quality meats from WA Bean & Sons. In addition, 1 lucky winner will win a grand prize of a brand new Weber gas grill. All you need to do to become a winner is stop by and fill out an entry form at Herman Meadow Golf Club, Billings Road, Herman, Maine's most family-friendly golf course, or Chase's Family Restaurant and the Hideaway Lounge, open for dine-in, takeout, or curbside. Make your summer barbecue ultimate with ABC7 and Fox 22.
Good morning, I'm Joe Cortez. Coming up on GMM, a jury has been selected for the murder trial of Bobby Nightingale. We'll have the opening statements, plus we'll take a look at the devastating fire in Stonington from over the weekend. And there's a ton of online classes being offered at Husson University. Hear from professors on what courses will best fit you.
Welcome back. Maine Senator Susan Collins has issued a statement in regards to the Intelligence Committee's request for information of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. On Sunday, Florida Republican Marco Rubio and Virginia Democrat Mark Warner sent a private letter to Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines and Attorney General Merrick Garland in regards to the FBI's search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home last week. Senator Collins released a statement following that letter saying in part, quote, "The American people deserve a full accounting of the extraordinary action taken by the FBI last week. I'm encouraged that following consultation with Senate Intelligence Committee members, Chairman Warner and Vice Chairman Rubio have requested critical information related to the FBI's search of former President Trump's residence. It's imperative that the committee receive all classified documents found during the search, as well as the FBI affidavit, which would describe in detail any justification for the search," end quote. Meanwhile, as students are getting ready to head back to school in the next few weeks, Husson University is offering some new online courses and certificates. Matthew Jurancic has more.
As the month of August comes to a close, college students are beginning to pack their bags, preparing to head back to school. While most things at Husson University will remain the same, its online program will be featuring new courses with the goal of boosting online student enrollment.
We are expanding our enrollment throughout Maine and New England and beyond, and making sure that even people that are in different time zones or outside of the state get the same very student-centric, friendly support that they would get if they were here on the Bangor campus.
Starting this semester, students will have the chance to earn a certificate in animal-assisted therapy as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion. The animal-assisted therapy course teaches students about the importance and benefits of human-animal relationships, while diversity, equity, and inclusion provides current and future professionals techniques to ensure what is addressed within any organization.
These certificates allow you to understand some of the issues around things like insurance or different types of therapy, what practices might be appropriate.
Husson's online program will also be introducing a bachelor's degree in marketing and professional communications, something Arnett is excited for students to explore.
The bachelor's in marketing will really focus on contemporary ways to market, and so really understanding social media, understanding graphic design. Professional communications is more around how to communicate to different audiences. So there will be a focus on writing, but it also talks about how to communicate through other forms of media as well.
Any student who signs up before the beginning of next month will receive $500 off their first course. Arnett says that taking these courses is worth every dollar.
Instructors are highly experienced, very present in those classes, and we intentionally build out every 7-week asynchronous class over a 20-week process as well to make sure that they're experiential and meet those learning outcomes, are engaging, and they build community.
Reporting from Bangor, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Al's Pizza in Skowhegan has been in business for more than 50 years, and in that amount of time, its customer base has grown tremendously. However, one unhappy customer voiced her frustration over the wait time of her food recently and later had a change of heart over her less than appetizing behavior. Our Jody Hersey shares more.
We always come to Al's. We never have been disappointed, ever. It's always wonderful.
Al's Pizza is very well known in the Skowhegan area. It's been serving up delicious food for over 50 years. And last week, the owners experienced a first when they received a handwritten apology note from an angry customer. Al's Pizza manager Brian Bollier says it all began during a busy weekday shift when the young customer's hungry belly and tired body hit a plateau.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a hangry customer last week. They came in and they thought that we could work a little faster, a little harder, and we do our best. Well, we always do our best, but that particular day, this little person was a little upset with how things were going.
Instead of dwelling on it, the staff at Al's Pizza did what they do best, worked hard and prepared every order that came in the shortest amount of time. To management's surprise, that same customer had a change of heart just a few days later and shared her remorse with the staff.
I got a phone call from Mom, and she said that they wrote a letter and they wanted to apologize for their actions. So the Mom asked if that was okay. We certainly said, of course, not necessary, but we will gladly take that.
Yeah, no, we really thought that was cute and a great example of good parenting, we felt like, too, to hold that child accountable for having a little rough spell.
The employees at Al's Pizza hope the young customer's actions are a reminder to us all that it's okay to admit when we are wrong.
A little bit of kindness and compassion goes a long way, and I think a lot of people can learn a little bit from this little person.
In Skowhegan, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
A little hangry sometimes, but what a great way to make up for it there. Really love that story. All right, well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, Trump levels new accusations in response to last week's FBI raid at Mar-a-Lago. And President Biden prepares to sign a major health and climate spending package into law. We'll have those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
You dream big. You think big. You rise up to tackle big challenges. At Camden National Bank, we're rolling up our sleeves alongside you, keeping pace to help you make things happen. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing small about your business.
Out with the old and in with the new. Check out Pat's Pizza Specials. Tuesdays, $5 spaghetti and meatballs. Tuesday, all-day breadstick special. Wednesday, large one-topping pizzas, $8. Wednesday, small steak and cheese with french fries, $6.25. Friday, fish with french fries, $7.50. Saturday, small one-headed pizza, fountain soda, $7.25. And you can still save some dough. Bring the family to the all-new Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road North, Hamden.
In life, many things matter. Black lives matter. Asian and Caucasian lives matter. Police officers and firefighters matter. Youngsters and senior citizen lives matter. Think about it. Every life matters. And it all begins, first in Maine and everywhere, when the protection of the unborn matters.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
President Biden has been on a family vacation over the past week, but tomorrow he'll be back to work, and all eyes will be on him as he plans to sign into law the Inflation Reduction Act. Democrats hope this will give them a big push headed into midterms. Republicans, meanwhile, are doing everything they can to push back. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has more from Washington.
I'm enjoying it a great deal on the phone a lot of good news reports. So, thank you.
President Biden will take a break from vacation Tuesday to take the first lap of what will be a marathon victory tour on a major piece of legislation by signing the Inflation Reduction Act into law.
This is something that President Biden campaigned on. He stood up to the special interests and got it done.
The latest Fox News poll shows an even split among voters' preferences for Democrats or Republicans in Congress, erasing the 7-point advantage Republicans had in the spring. With now just months to go before the midterm elections, the upcoming hard sales pitch on the Inflation Reduction Act by the president, members of the cabinet, and allies on the Hill is meant to convince voters that Democrats should keep Congress.
I think that they needed to yell this a little bit earlier. They needed to talk about this a little bit earlier. Whether it will make a difference in November remains to be seen.
Republicans, hoping to flip Congress in November, say they will also highlight the plan and the ways they say it will make economic hardships worse.
From the Northeast to the South to Middle America, no matter where you go, the biggest challenges everybody's facing is inflation.
The coming weeks for the administration will be about crisscrossing America to promote the Inflation Reduction Act, including a major celebration at the White House on September 6th. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
The latest on the FBI's raid of former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, the Justice Department wants to prevent the unsealing of the affidavit used to justify the search warrant request, saying the fact that this investigation implicates highly classified materials further underscores the need to protect the integrity of the investigation, and it exacerbates the potential for harm if the information is shown to the public too soon or in the wrong way. Fox's Mark Meredith has more.
Former President Trump is once again accusing the Justice Department of abuse of power. In an interview today with Fox Digital, Trump says, quote, "The country is in a very dangerous position. There is tremendous anger." He adds, "Whatever we can do to help, because the temperature has to be brought down in the country. If it isn't, terrible things are going to happen." In the same interview, Trump also suggests FBI agents may have planted materials in his home while searching Mar-a-Lago a week ago today. Late last week, a search warrant revealed Trump is under federal investigation for obstruction of justice and possible violations of the Espionage Act. The FBI says during its search, it removed 11 sets of documents labeled classified or top secret. Sources tell Fox a Trump lawyer told the government back in June all classified materials were already returned.
We want an assessment of what was actually recovered and what its risk was to national security.
Trump claims as president he declassified the materials found in his home, but he's yet to offer proof. Trump allies, including House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, who in an interview with Fox's Rich Edson says he believes the search went too far.
Now, I think President Trump is showing the right aspect to dial it down to help solve that. I think the Department of Justice has a real responsibility to actually do the same.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers from both parties are demanding to be brought in the loop. Florida Senator Marco Rubio writing, quote, "The Intelligence Committee has asked the Department of Justice to share with us on a classified basis the specific intelligence documents seized from Mar-a-Lago." The Justice Department says it's received the request, but is yet to say if it'll grant it. At FBI headquarters and beyond, there are also growing fears of violence against members of law enforcement. A security bulletin was issued over the weekend urging agents and officers to be vigilant as threats spike online. The Justice Department is asking a federal judge to keep the affidavit tied to last week's search sealed. The government argues releasing it could compromise an ongoing criminal investigation. However, the Justice Department says it supports releasing additional information tied to the search warrant itself. In Washington, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
As students head back to class, schools nationwide are loosening their COVID-19 rules. The new policies come as COVID-19 infections continue to decline. Fox's Jonathan Siri has more.
Thousands of Los Angeles students returned to class on Monday with no mask mandates or weekly COVID testing. It's the first time in more than 2 years that many children across the U.S. are starting classes with scaled-back health protocols. Dr. Richard Besser says schools can now focus on other problems that resulted from the pandemic.
So important for their social, emotional health, for their development, for their academic success.
Some school districts eased measures after the CDC loosened its own quarantine and testing guidelines last Thursday. The CDC says while the virus continues to spread, about 95% of Americans 16 or older have acquired some type of immunity from either infection or vaccination.
Rather than focusing on suppressing the spread of the disease, it's now coming to reality and saying, well, let's use the tools we have to protect the vulnerable.
Meanwhile, the UK became the first country to authorize Moderna's new COVID booster that targets the original strain as well as the BA1 Omicron subvariant. As for when the U.S. could see additional boosters, the FDA told drug makers any COVID vaccines updated for the fall must target the newest Omicron subvariants, BA4 and BA5.
It's a very busy virus. It's been mutating since its inception. And what this vaccine helps to do is it gives us another piece of armory, really, another tool in the box so that we can go after it.
Both Moderna and Pfizer say they're working on updating their boosters to target the BA5 strain. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
And as mentioned, it is the first day of school for many students, or at least it will be soon. But where are all the teachers? Many local classrooms are struggling with staffing shortages after 2 years of pandemic-induced upheaval. While there are plenty of reasons behind the problem, solutions are elusive. Fox's Madeline Rivera reports from Washington.
If Dawn Lucas, a teacher in Alexandria, Virginia, could grade her last school year, there would be no question.
This particular school year has probably been one of my most challenging.
And she's not alone. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports there are more than 386,000 teacher vacancies nationwide. That's up from 100,000 10 years ago. Resignations account for 51% of the vacancies. Dr. Kevin Leichman left his job as an English teacher in South Florida.
If I stayed an extra year, I would have been bankrupt. And I was that close. So I had to leave.
Low pay isn't the only issue. 61% of public schools with at least one vacancy identified COVID policies as the reason why teachers are leaving. But problems existed before the pandemic.
Oversized classes, being underpaid, it's a lot to shoulder.
To entice people to join the profession, some schools like those in the Manitowoc Public School District in Wisconsin are offering $5,000 sign-on bonuses for new teachers. Others, like Fairfax County Public Schools in Virginia, boosted staffing in part by starting a program that allows teachers to start teaching even as they work to get fully licensed. As she turns the page and begins a new school year, Lucas says she stays motivated by reminding herself why she started teaching in the first place.
We really do hold the future in our hands.
Education experts say to attract more high-quality teachers, school boards and legislatures must enact a broad range of policies that include pension reform and making staffing decisions based on teacher competence and not seniority. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
The U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan a year ago today. The Taliban immediately took over as the governing body, and under their strict rule, Taliban fighters seem to be the only group celebrating the anniversary of the regime's rule, with the country in decline. Fox's Trey Yingst has more from Kabul.
Celebrations in the streets as Taliban fighters held victory parades, marking 1 year since the Taliban seized the Afghan capital of Kabul. The Taliban's harsh rule has led to economic collapse, security concerns, and a complete cultural shift for the people of Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is a sanctuary for terrorism. The very reason we went there, the very reason we stayed there for 20 years, to ensure that terrorists did not rise again to attack the American people, and we're right back where we started.
Over the last year, the country's economy has been in a tailspin. The United Nations estimates 97% of Afghans are at risk of falling into poverty. Parents are on the edge as 1 million children under 5 are malnourished. The country internationally isolated, with limited foreign aid coming in. The Taliban's controversial governing style has changed the way of life for citizens. Music is banned. Women must be completely covered when they go outside. Restrictions placed on access to work and education.
Are women free in Afghanistan? Of course.
13 U.S. service members died at Kabul's airport during the quick and chaotic withdrawal of U.S. personnel after nearly 20 years in the country. Critics say the Biden administration failed the Afghan people.
We could have done this in a logical, in a controlled fashion. No one would have got killed, but it was done for political reasons. That's the problem with all of this.
An official telling Fox News that the State Department will deliver a report to the White House in the coming days detailing what happened during the evacuation. In Kabul, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, how the Skowhegan New Balance factory is kicking off an extended tent sale, and high school sports kicked off on Monday as well here from Foxcroft Academy football as the Ponies look to defend their state championship. We'll be right back.
The most talented home cooks return.
There's someone from every season.
This is MasterChef Back to Win. Don't miss all new episodes Wednesday, only on Fox.
The Piscataquis Valley Fair, an old-time county fair featuring farm, steer, and ox pulls, pedal tractor pulls, truck pulls, a pig scramble, and much more. Fun rides on the Midway and daily and nightly entertainment. The Piscataquis Valley Fair, August 25th through the 28th in Dover Foxcroft.
Bruce Poliquin has always fought to protect Maine residents and businesses. That's why he spoke out against a Washington scheme to let the IRS spy on Maine bank accounts. Washington bureaucrats want to monitor our transactions, take more of our money, and ignore our privacy. But Bruce Poliquin is fighting back. Call Bruce and tell him to keep up the fight. He's standing up for Maine and keeping the government out of our bank accounts.
The Penobscot Poorhouse, Bangor's favorite neighborhood pub, is your place to catch all your sports and live music. Don't miss a second of the action on our 24 TVs and big screen. Enjoy live music every Friday and Saturday nights, karaoke on Wednesdays, and trivia on Thursdays. Concert season is in full swing. Relax in one of our 2 outdoor seating areas, including our new beer garden. The Penobscot Poorhouse is the place to be before and after the show. The Penobscot Poorhouse, Bangor's #1 sports and entertainment location, 14 Larkin Street, off Main Street in Bangor.
Sometimes big truck accidents can result in big case settlements. These are just some of the big case results I fought to get my clients. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Dude, can you believe we're graduating? And they helped us find a great job. Soon we'll be living the dream.
Exactly. I'm incredibly grateful for Maine Job Corps. If it wasn't for them, I'd be working an entry-level job and barely making it.
Let Team Maine Job Corps help find the career that's right for you. Call 561-8516.
LiftMaster is the #1 professionally installed garage door opener. Can alert you if you left it open and let you close it from most anywhere in the world. And where's the best place to get your LiftMaster? From PDQ Door. PDQDoor.com.
The Piscataquis Valley Fair, an old-time county fair featuring farm, steer, and ox pulls, pedal tractor pulls, truck pulls, a pig scramble, and much more. Fun rides on the Midway and daily and nightly entertainment. The Piscataquis Valley Fair, August 25th through the 28th in Dover Fox.
The ASPCA says more than 6 million dogs and cats are put in shelters every year, and hundreds of thousands of them don't make it out alive. Many shelters around the nation are reporting crowded kennels, and they're asking for the public's help. Fox's Austin Westfall is in Charlotte, North Carolina, where the local shelter is putting down more animals than usual.
Like many industries right now, animal shelters say that staffing shortages are one of their biggest issues, and when those shelters don't have the help that they need, it can be bad news for hopeful pets.
You're not providing the service that you used to be able to provide. And in our terms, that means getting animals out of the shelter alive.
Julie Castle runs Best Friends Animal Society, an organization that keeps track of euthanization data across the U.S. With fewer staff, she says shelters are sometimes open for fewer hours.
So that leaves less opportunity for the animals to come out alive. We're seeing shelters doing less events.
It's been a particularly tough summer at Charlotte Animal Care and Control, where euthanizations are 40% higher than last summer. Melissa Nicely has been here for 15 years, and she says this is the worst that she's seen it.
During the month of June, if you averaged it all out, it would probably be about 3 to 4 dogs a day.
When shelters don't have enough staff, it means fewer resources can go to dogs with medical or behavioral issues.
We have had to make some decisions that some may call for space, but it wasn't just merely space. We had to actually take the behavior into into consideration too.
Best Friends Animal Society is primarily focusing on improving conditions in 5 states. Those are California, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, and Alabama. Those states make up 31% of the U.S. population, yet account for half of all shelter killings, according to the society.
Maybe they have a lot of different shelters that don't have the access to the resources or the community population to really help them.
Even if you can't adopt a pet right now, many shelters say that right now you can volunteer or you can foster a dog temporarily, and that will help them out quite a bit. In Charlotte, Austin, Westfall, Fox News.
Governor Mills has announced 2 new initiatives to preserve Acadian history here in Maine. A statement from the governor's office says the first is a new partnership between the Acadian Archives and the Maine State Library. It will support ongoing efforts to digitize and provide access to special collections and information to the history, folklore, and folk life of the St. John Valley. The second is a digitization project involving approximately 100,000 pages of historical French language newspapers from communities across the state. A 90-year-old veteran has created a hand-carved legacy for future generations. A dedication was held over the weekend for a wooden eagle carved by Navy veteran George Gunning and painted by his wife Donna. Both are from Windsor. It was dedicated to Morrill Worcester and all of those who carry out the work of Wreaths Across America. The organization's mission is to remember the fallen, honor those that serve, and teach the next generation the value of freedom. Over the last 15 years, the Gunnings have made more than 4,000 hand-carved and painted wooden eagle-headed canes to donate to Maine veterans. They say they were moved to create the larger eagle sculpture after learning more about Wreaths Across America in their program, as well as the impact they have on veterans and families across the country. The eagle dedication was part of the organization's annual Stem to Stone event in Down East, Maine. The New Balance tent sale is an annual tradition in Skowhegan. For more than 25 years, New Balance, which has a factory in Skowhegan, has held a tent sale at the same time as the Skowhegan State Fair. However, this year, the company is extending their sale from now until Labor Day. Shoppers can buy the brand-named footwear at discounted prices under the tent.
We come every year to the tent sale. Have for years.
Yeah, and then just depends on what we find. If it's a good deal, then snag them all.
Yeah.
All New Balance shoes are buy one pair, get the second pair half price, as well as 40% off all apparel and accessories. Customers can stop by the tent sale Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sundays between 10 and 5 p.m. Sounds like a great opportunity to get some new kicks there. All right, Jeff Weller is in next with our full 5-day forecast, so stay with us.
High temperatures back in the low to mid 80s today, feeling a lot like summer, but even warmer temperatures are on the way with some rainfall. Those details for you when I come back.
You know what's really interesting? Our customers are just so surprised Bridget didn't recommend just the most expensive mattress. That's because she recommends a series of mattresses that'll fit you at different prices. Come in and meet Bridget.
This isn't your parents' photo booth. Premier Limousine and DJ presents the latest in photo booth technology with the all-new 2022 Air Booth. Print out everyone's pictures in beautiful full-color photos and have them sent directly to your phone. The new Air Booth is available for weddings, birthdays, class reunions, anniversaries, and corporate events with some of the best, most fun props around. You can book the Air Booth, Limousine, and DJ services separately or take advantage of our very popular package deals. Contact us at Premier Limousine and DJ.
Check one, check two. The store's appearance may have changed throughout the years, but its dedication to our community and families has not wavered. We will still welcome you with a smile and top-notch service. If you need coffee,
check.
Tasty treats,
Check.
freshly made pizza, check. Or wine and spirits,
Check.
stop by and fill up your tank and check us out.
We are the first family of country music. We gotta show the world the legacy will continue beyond me.
I'll do anything to protect Miss Family.
Our family is all secrets and lies.
What did you do?
If there's a hell, I booked my ticket years ago.
watch.
Monarch series premieres September 11th on Fox.
You know, at Jordan's, we have over 90 different mattresses you can try. That's where Bridget and our sleep techs come in. With a short analysis of you, your sleeping habits, all you have to do is choose the one that's right for you and your budget. Come into Jordan's and meet Bridget.
Welcome to Flatch is a love letter to the community at its heart.
Flatch, we love you!
Welcome to Flatch.
You're welcome!
1 full hour Thursdays on Fox.
Here we go. Your full weather is brought to you by Varney Chevrolet. Come see what the Varney value is all about. And let's start here. The temperature results are in from July, and July came back as the 6th warmest July on record globally. That's land and ocean temperatures. So on this map, red's above average, blue is below. Lots of red during the month of July. Out there for us today, too, above average temperatures, 84 here in Bangor, 82 Millinocket. We'll take it. And tomorrow, pretty much the same thing with temperatures back up in the, after some lows tonight, down near 60, back up near 80 to 85 tomorrow. So a very nice day on deck for us tomorrow once again. But then some changes. Right now, the wind is all over the place, right? Millinocket, you're at 0. The rest of us still kind of out of the south, the east and west. We'll get some dense fog in here tonight that will likely get very dense toward daybreak tomorrow morning. So if you're driving 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, be ready for that. Keep your low beams on. They'll help you through the dense fog tonight. If you are sniffling and sneezing, this could be a reason why. The tree pollen, okay. Grass pollen, moderate. But the mold is way up there once again in the very high category. So overall, this could be a reason why. All right, drought monitors. So for months and months and years and decades across the West have been drought, right? The monsoon season is there now, helping out a bit, but overall still dry. For us, though, we could use some rainfall as well. Here we are with level 1 and 2 and 3 drought conditions across our region. So we could use some rainfall, and guess what? There's some rainfall in the forecast. Not tonight, though. Lots of clear skies out there now. Everything will kind of stay to our north and to our south. But by tomorrow, increasing clouds tomorrow evening, and then getting in here more so on Wednesday and Thursday with some rainfall. Here, let's walk you through it. Tonight, no worries at all. Here's tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock or so, no worries at all, right? Throughout the day tomorrow, nothing much going on. There could be a rogue sprinkle, but increasing clouds tomorrow evening. And then getting into Wednesday, here comes a system with a lot of moisture to it. That's going to kind of backdoor in here late Wednesday into Thursday. That's going to bring us some meaningful rainfall. And it looks something like this. Could be a soaker, right? A widespread half-inch at least to maybe 1 or 2 inches of rainfall coming our way later on Thursday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, some dense fog in there late with low temperatures down near 60. For tomorrow, all right, here we go. Partly cloudy skies, a bit breezy tomorrow. You'll notice a breeze out of the east around 20 miles per hour with a gust near 25 and air temperatures near 82 through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast by Varney Chevrolet shows tomorrow 82. But then look what happens. That rain shower activity gets in here on Wednesday, holds temperatures back in the 70s. Same story for Thursday, rain in there as well. Could be locally heavy rainfall Wednesday into Thursday morning. But then look, Friday back in the 80s, and those are mid-80s back in the forecast for Saturday afternoon. Peter?
All right, so cooling off midway through the week, but we could use that rain. Thanks so much, Jeff. And sports is coming up next with Dave Peck, so stay with us.
The 201 horsepower turbocharged Kia Forte GT. Finally a reason to pull those aviators out of the glove compartment. Get 3.49% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2023 Forte.
Something exciting is happening at Otelco. We've been talking about our investment in fiber internet a lot lately. $33 million invested, 455 miles of fiber to 43,000 main homes. Now we have even more good news. We're joining together with GoNet Speed and taking our mission to expand fiber to a whole new level. It's the fastest possible internet, and this is just the beginning. Visit otelco.com/good news to learn more.
The ABC7 at Fox 22 Ultimate Backyard Barbecue giveaway is back. 5 lucky winners will take home $100 in quality meats from WA Bean & Sons. In addition, 1 lucky winner will win a grand prize of a brand new Weber gas grill. All you need to do to become a winner is stop by and fill out an entry form at Body Graphics Studio, your clean and friendly one-stop destination for tattoos, piercings, and more. Or Jamar Construction Products. Call for everything you need for your construction project. Make your summer barbecue ultimate with ABC7 and Fox 22.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We're normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
6 feet deep, like, could have been so sweet, bro. Fasten your seatbelts, call the police when I start to believe.
Get 3.49% APR for up to 48 months in the purchase of a new 2023 Soul.
I did what I did to save my son. But this is not who I am.
The Cleaning Lady. Watch the entire first season before new episodes this fall.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's officially high school sports season with fall teams holding their first practices of the year on Monday. Tyler Cruz was up in Dover Foxcroft this morning to catch up with the defending state champion ponies.
Football is back. Monday marks the very first day of the 2022 high school football season in Maine. And at Foxcroft Academy, it's the ponies' first day defending their 2021 state championship.
There's butterflies. I mean, I didn't sleep very good last night, and I'm not sure how they slept either. But, you know, getting back into it for the first time has that excitement around it.
Last year was exciting. This year is going to be even more exciting, and we're going to leave history.
Even with last year's perfect season, capped off by a state title, the ponies are forgetting about all that and building up again from ground zero.
We've got to be humble with everything that we do and understand that 21's over. 22 for us is a whole new slate. We've got a new group and a new identity to form.
We just have to tell ourselves every day that, like, last year's not this year, and we just have to come back with high energy.
As with every program in the early fall, they've got some holes to fill, losing some key guys from that 2021 run, but they're confident those new pieces will slide in just fine.
We got a lot of new guys this year, and it's going to be tough filling some positions, but we have the guys to do it.
They're also returning 4 of their 5 starting offensive linemen, which is going to be huge in bringing along a new quarterback as well as some other pieces in the offense.
It gives our quarterback the confidence that he needs to be able to make plays, and it gives our new ball carriers a chance to really run behind some guys that have done it before.
Now, while they didn't have an official first practice until this week, a lot of the guys started to prepare for this moment months ago.
A lot of us started as soon as football ended. Yes, we had basketball and other sports, but a lot of us put work in all off-season in the weight room.
I wouldn't want to be seeing these guys for the first time since school got out today. So it's very important what we do in the off-season together is like a building block towards the preseason.
In Dover Foxcroft, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Tyler. So it's only fitting that Foxcroft's first game of the season comes against Winthrop. Should be a great matchup building off of last year's, I guess you could call it, a rivalry. We'll continue to get you up to speed on high school teams throughout the area as the regular season fast approaches. For now, let's talk some Patriots as they inch closer to their season opener. The Pats return to practice on Monday, and Bill Belichick called this a big week. The Carolina Panthers will be in town for joint sessions on both Tuesday and Wednesday, leading up to Friday night's second preseason matchup. These are really the most valuable practices of camp, arguably even more so than the games. The starters get a ton of reps against different looks, different players, generally more than even they would in a preseason game, and the level of competition is equally as high.
You know, more chances to get better, more ways to improve, and more things you can find that you need to work on. So, practices are, I mean, in the end, the games have a lot of value too because of it's a game and it's structured differently, but there's certainly a lot to be gained in practice.
So the Pats will have just 2 more practices open to the media before closing their doors for the rest of camp. One team that isn't closing their doors, though, is Maine football, because next Wednesday, August 24th, the Black Bears will once again hold their annual Meet the Black Bears night at Alphon Stadium. The event begins at 6 p.m. in Orono, where kids can attend a free on-field clinic with members of Maine football. After the camp, fans will get the chance to meet players and coaches, get autographs, eat pizza, and stick around to watch Minions: The Rise of Gru on the stadium's video board. You can register for the event on GoBlackBears.com. Just a spectacular night. I remember last year it was Luca, the new Pixar film that was aired, and it was just great to see not only the players out there running drills, but the kids communicating with them, signing autographs. Just so much excitement as they work towards that September 3rd start of the season. We will, of course, have coverage of the Black Bears as they continue through training camp up until then. But for now, in case you missed it, the Cal Ripken World Series concluded over the weekend, and for the first time ever, a Maine team has captured the title. Oxford's Andy Valley defeated Weymouth, Massachusetts 12-4 on Saturday to win the 12U crown. The team started the tournament with a 2-1 loss to Weymouth, but then rattled off 6 straight wins before avenging the opener in the championship game. As for the other Maine-based teams, Ararat finished the tournament 5-2, falling to Weymouth in the playoffs. Noble owned a 5-2 overall record as well, ending with a loss to Vermont, while Waterville went 0-6 over the course of the week. So congratulations again to Andy Valley. That's all for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
$7.8 million. That's how much I made home sellers in the past 2 years. Planning on selling? I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Now you can buy a certified pre-owned vehicle with confidence at every turn. Meet Ford Blue Advantage. Browse our massive inventory online anytime. Then check out our vehicles in person at your Ford dealer. See, touch, drive before you buy. And get a certified inspection, a Ford-backed warranty, Carfax report, a money-back guarantee, and 31,000 factory-trained technicians to service your Ford after the sale. Ford Blue Advantage. Certified pre-owned vehicle buying built for you.
The signs of summer are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And a day at the lake brings the family together. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort, serving northern Maine to Portland. With the push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever summer brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
In life, many things matter. Black lives matter. Asian and Caucasian lives matter. Police officers and firefighters matter. Youngsters and senior citizen lives matter. Think about it. Every life matters. And it all begins, first in Maine and everywhere, when the protection of the unborn matters.
The ABC7 at Fox 22 Ultimate Backyard Barbecue giveaway is back. 5 lucky winners will take home $100 in quality meats from WA Bean & Sons. In addition, 1 lucky winner will win a grand prize of a brand new Weber gas grill. All you need to do to become a winner is stop by and fill out an entry form at Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, natural gas, air conditioners, and mini-split heat pumps installations, or the Farmer's Table in Corinna for breakfast, lunches, dinners, and desserts made from farm-fresh ingredients. Make your summer barbecue ultimate with ABC7 and Fox 22.
When selling your home, knowing your options could make you tens of thousands of dollars. That's what I do for my clients. I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Welcome back. Back to school time comes with a lot of emotions. Luckily, one Arizona school has a crisis comfort dog to help students get through it. Fox's Anita Roman has more on Rocket, an adorable golden whose job is to give love and support to the school children.
Up. Rocket, up. Yeah, good boy.
Rocket has an important job to do, and he knows it.
His whole job is to give love.
Rocket is the first police crisis canine to be assigned to a school resource officer in Maricopa County. He's been walking the halls of Chaparral High with Officer Devin Lines for 2 years now.
He was trained for 2 years prior to Scottsdale Police acquiring him. He was trained out in Michigan by a national service dog provider. And we explained to them, we want a dog that is comfortable around 2,000 screaming kids, but can also give that one-on-one love and attention. And Rocket was the first choice.
And it's that one-on-one attention that Officer Line says is what Rocket and the community benefits the most from.
Rocket's real goal and his real job at his core is he's a bridge to communication. He allows people to open up and communicate with us. And, when us as humans experience something traumatic, it's not normal. But a caring, happy dog is normal. So he really normalizes situations and allows us to openly communicate with this person and provide whatever services or help we can. Okay, do you want a treat? Yeah? Hey, you want the treat? Do you want the treat? Yeah.
According to Officer Line, students experience stress, depression, and anxiety just like adults do. And a simple shake of the paw can make a world of difference when it comes to turning their day around.
Good boy there. I know that my dog can definitely get me in a better mood if I need to be. So great to see him helping those kids out there. Meanwhile, a new study suggests being up past midnight might not be so good for your brain. Researchers from Mass General Research Institute in Boston say being awake late at night can lead to high-risk decisions and more rash behavior like drinking, binge eating, gambling, or criminal activity. Researchers believe staying up in the middle of the night can lead to neuropsychological changes in the brain, can even cause a person to look at the world in a more negative way. Well, Americans are still spending money on fun this summer despite high inflation. 6.2 million workers took vacation or personal days during the week of the Census Bureau's July household survey this year. Theme parks say their sales per visitor are reaching historic highs. The demand for hotels is strong as well. The CEO of Host Hotels and Resorts believes the strong demand could extend into Thanksgiving and Christmas. Vacation rentals are also doing well to help consumers save on costs. Well, it's not too late to try to snag some early 2000s snack nostalgia. Ritz has brought back its s'mores-flavored Ritz Bits. They're part of a limited edition giveaway. Fans can visit Ritz Crackers on Instagram and Twitter for a chance to win a free pack, but they better hurry. They have until midnight on Wednesday to follow Ritz Crackers on Instagram and tag a friend in the comments section of the s'mores post. They can do the same thing under the s'mores post on Twitter for a chance to win. Sounds pretty good. And here's something to wash that down with. These are two flavors you probably wouldn't expect to go together. Well, think again. The Hotel Tango Distillery has come out with a bourbon that tastes like toasted marshmallows. That's right. It's called Schmallow Toasted Marshmallow Bourbon. Bourbon experts say the new flavor has notes of toasted marshmallows, caramelized sugar, and smoke. It's arrived just in time for fall in case you need a break from pumpkin or cinnamon, and it sounds pretty good. I might have to, I think I would give that a try if it was available. I don't know, but it sounds good nonetheless. Maybe have that with your Ritz Bits. All right, well, that's all we have for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station, ABC7, right now for ABC7 News at 11.